The needle tears the hole. The old familiar sting. Try to kill it.
And here comes Matt Meeks from Memphis, Tennessee, and the Phalanx fight team in this V3Fights lightweight division battle against Trei Whitworth. Matt Meeks, coached by Kevin Henry and Joe Stelnicker, will be cornered by Ty Emanuel and Stelnicker. 2-1 record, 5'11", 160-pounder, a freestyle fighter, and 24 years of age. Matt, M-E-M, this Meeks, an interesting alias. Proud of his Memphis roots. Tell us a little bit about Matt Meeks.
You know, I've never seen Matt fight. He's with the Phalanx fight team. He's a big lightweight. We're looking forward to seeing him. You know, Kevin Henry said he's got really, really good striking. Phalanx fight team is known for their striking. He's got a 2-1 record. So I'm excited to see this fight.
Well, he comes in, as you can see, in terrific shape. A prayer before he jumps into the cage. Has some tremendous artwork on his back. That is one terrific tat. Now let's meet his adversary as J Squared changes up the music. And we'll say hello to Trei Whitworth, who comes to Memphis via Hot Springs, Arkansas, fighting for stand-up fighter and team redemption, and coached by Torian Whitlow. Just 2-3, 5'11" as well, and tipped the scales yesterday at the official weigh-in at 155 pounds. This is a Muay Thai fighter, Trei Whitworth, and 23 years of age. So here he comes, walking through the crowd here at Minglewood Hall.
Trei's had some interesting social media interaction with people. About a month ago, he kind of questioned some of the judges, which definitely doesn't sit well with people.
No, it doesn't.
Even though he's never fought in the V3 cage, he questioned some V3 judges. And so some people jumped all over him and ended up getting people talking to each other, and I think we got about 3 more fights signed out of the deal.
There are some athletes, whether they are fighters, whether they are athletes in other sports, that purposely do that. They market themselves, they make a name for themselves. Sometimes it's doing things like calling out people. In the case of calling out judges, I don't know if that's a smart move, but it's an effective move.
It got a lot of attention from a lot of people. And Trei's girlfriend, Melissa Stringer, she's also a fighter for us. She's looking to hopefully get back on a card soon.
Crystal Morrow, our cut girl, applying a little Vaseline there to the face of Trei Whitworth. The lights back on here at Minglewood Hall. You can see the crowd. It is fabulous. Really good crowd here for a Saturday evening in March. It's 75 degrees weather earlier today in Memphis. They touch hands there as Trei Whitworth circles around the cage. So good sportsmanship right off the bat. It's Matt Meeks from Memphis, Trei Whitworth from Hot Springs, Arkansas, and let's get the introduction of the two.
This bout is brought to you by Platinum Jewelers in a 3-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He was the black and white trunks with the red trim at 5 feet 11 inches. He weighed in at 159.7 pounds, a freestyle fighter with an MMA record of 2 wins and 1 loss, representing Phalanx MMA and fighting out of Memphis, Tennessee, Matt Memphis Meeks. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the red corner. He wears the black trunks with the white trim at 5 feet 11 inches. He weighed in at 154.9 pounds, a Muay Thai fighter with an MMA record of 2 wins and 3 losses, representing SUF Team Redemption and fighting out of Hot Springs by way of Pensacola, Arkansas, Trei Whitworth.
Triple M, Matt Memphis Meeks and Trei Whitworth. The third man inside the cage is our referee, Clint Kolosinski. 3-minute round, is what it's scheduled for. Round 1, here we go. Powerful
nice
kick, yes, by Meeks.
Trei prides himself as a Muay Thai fighter, so look for him to start throwing some kicks as well. Pretty high kick.
Yeah, it's got some elevation, but just missed the chin of Whitworth. He better be on his toes for this one. Exchange a couple of punches, and now the takedown by Meeks.
Nice takedown by Meeks. Whitworth is against the cage, so it's going to be harder for him to defend.
Well, he's able to stand him back up. I'm sure Meeks will try to get it back down. There's a knee. The inner thigh looked like of Whitworth. He's pounding inside that knee area. Another knee from Meeks. Throw that up, no question.
Absolutely. Now he just takes him out.
Big slam.
Nice slam. He stayed patient on that double leg. Now he looks like he might pass the guard. Whitworth trying to go for an Americana here. But Meeks has his arms locked around his body, so Whitworth had to let go of that.
I thought he had an opportunity on the takedown. He was coming right at him to maybe throw up a rear naked or do something right there. He was right there for the taking, I thought, but obviously Whitworth did not believe that.
Whitworth kind of looking over at his coaches, kind of wondering, what do I do here? But you see, Meeks is in the corner. He's got his coaches right there. You see Kevin Henry.
You made the observation in our last fight, and I think it was a great observation that listen to your coaches. Don't look at your coaches.
Joe Tran took a step back and looked back, which is dangerous.
Whitworth tried a big slam there with Meeks. Now both back to their feet again.
Meeks wants to fight those hands, get hand control. When we're doing wrestling, get some hand control.
Another
Don't
takedown.
want to turtle up here.
And once again, back to their feet. There's another slam by Whitworth. We have 4 or 5 slams here. Not all of them big, but 4 or 5 takedowns in this first round. A lot of action here so far.
Meeks wants to fight those hands coming up so he doesn't get taken back down.
Whitworth trying for that uppercut
Look
right
for
there.
that uppercut.
Whoa.
Smart move. Right here in front of us. He blocked that kick, caught it. Now he's looking to try to take him down again. He's in a single leg position.
Took him right into the side of the cage, as you can see us broadcasting here cage side.
Those are 2 good-looking men right there, I'll tell you what.
Man, oh man. Final seconds here in round number 1.
Looks
Whitworth
like Meeks
going
is
in
gonna
there for that choke.
Finish that takedown, though. In the eyes of the judges, that could win a round. I see some blood on Meeks' arm. Don't know who it's coming from.
I think I saw, and we'll check, it's possibly from Whitworth's nose. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll look in their corner. Torian Whitlow coaching him. And there's Meeks from the Phalanx Fight team. There you see Trei Whitworth. And now we'll take a look at some highlights from the first round.
Meeks comes in there, really nice takedown, just a leg hook. Put some pressure on him, but Whitworth doesn't let him eat up the clock like we saw earlier with Chase. Alex Riggs laid there and let Chase Man just eat that clock up. Whitworth pulls that double leg out, takes him down to the mat. Whitworth looked back, tried to grab the fence. Watching for an up kick.
Seemed like early on it was Meeks, and then as the round progressed, it was Whitworth. Tough one to judge, I would imagine.
Absolutely. So that's where you kind of got to look at the duration. Who did it longer?
Both fighters have had their say with their cornermen. And both of them head outside the cage as we get ready for round 2. V3Fights lightweight division battle. Matt Meeks, nicknamed Memphis, and Trei Whitworth in round 2. Here we go. Up kick there off the mark by Meeks. That's a great leg sweep right there.
That's the second time he's done that. Those are landing and those hurt.
Whitworth countered though, got one in the breadbasket. Roundhouse misses.
And he gave up his back. He put himself in a potentially bad position there after it. Taking some knees to the stomach now.
Yeah, trying to protect himself now, but I think Whitworth would continue with that, right?
Meeks definitely has a lot of fans here.
There's Whitworth with the knee. Another knee.
Meeks is also throwing some punches in too, so Meeks is going to want to get himself off of the back of that cage.
Pretty good stalemate right here. Either one can move the other off him.
Meeks looking for potentially for an arm throw, but head throw, but it's not a great position for it. Wisely went back to that whizzer.
Good knee there from Whitworth. That doesn't tickle. Another one.
Whitworth definitely controlling the cage this round, putting a lot of pressure on Matt. Matt definitely doesn't want to give him that distance to throw any more of those leg kicks.
Approaching a minute to go in this second round. Again, you see Clint Kolosinski. He's on top of this.
What he's looking for, he's going to look for groin shots. He's going to also look for an opponent that's grabbing the cage. Those are the fouls that he's looking for right here. Got himself in a really good position to do that. Whitworth has a body lock.
A couple of up punches there from Matt Meeks. Again, to this point in this round, another tough one for the judges to score. It's been pretty much a stalemate here in the second round.
You know, Whitworth has controlled the round, but when you look at most effective, I would say those leg kicks were the most effective thing thrown so far in this round.
I would agree. Under 30. Round 2 scheduled for 3. There's another knee from Whitworth.
Now, if Whitworth finishes takedown, he may steal this round.
There's the takedown. 10 seconds to go in the second round. The timekeeper is Mike Kane, who just indicated that. You heard the pounding of the wood. And there is the end of the second round. So that's a great point again. Takedown, final seconds. If it's tight, may win him the round.
You know, it's a 3-minute round, but these judges, sometimes they have memories like goldfish. So they're going to remember the last action they saw, and especially in a close round like that. You see those knees he was throwing, and this really was the round here. Whitworth kept him pressed against the cage, kept the pressure on him, and ended up finishing that takedown with about 10 seconds to go, which probably stole the round for him. And I don't want to say stole, it won the round for him.
Well, after 2, how do you see it right now, unofficially?
I see it 1-1, so this third round is definitely important for both these guys.
There is Matt Memphis Meeks, or excuse me, that's Trei Whitworth, excuse me. That's Torian Whitlow, icing down the back and the neck of Trei Whitworth from Hot Springs, originally from Paragould, Arkansas, fighting for Stand Up Fighter, SUF, and Team Redemption. And Matt Meeks, his adversary, in the blue corner from Memphis, Tennessee, and Phalanx Fight Team. There's a good look at Matt Meeks. Early domination, not domination, but a good aggressive start for Meeks. And now we see where Whitworth has come back and took a little bit of control of the fight late in that second round. So round 3, the deciding round in our eyes. Here we go. Great sportsmanship as the 2 touch gloves. 3 minutes to decide this one. Another good.
Another kick.
Yeah. Boy, this got some pop behind that. Oh, he got caught with a right there, though, on the counter. We were pointing out the blood a little bit earlier, but I don't seem to see any.
It was a small amount,
yeah.
You know, could have just been a little bit out of a nose.
Wow, Meeks coming up top on that one.
Went high with it.
Great elevation on that kick.
Whitworth was so concerned about checking the kick with his leg, he didn't realize it was coming up to his face.
Well, right now, Meeks the aggressor here early on as they stand. And that's what Whitworth, was waiting for.
That's the danger of kicks is sometimes you can absorb them, catch them, and take them down.
Now can he do some damage here on the ground? It was a stalemate standing in the second round, and now let's see what happens here as Whitworth gets to his feet. How about that? Looked like for a second going for the, what, a leg lock
Just
there?
went for a heel hook there.
Heel hook.
Knee bar. Wasn't effective, but it got him back off of his back where he didn't want to be.
Exactly. Spinned out of it, though, and now back on their feet. Now we're back into that position where we were for most of the second round. There's another knee from Trei Whitworth. Our third fight of the evening. We have 11, including 2 in the pro ranks, and that includes a championship fight and 2 championship fights in the amateurs. Minute to go in this fight. Trying for a triangle here?
No, he doesn't have a triangle locked up. He's just controlling the posture here. Now he's going into the position for it.
Another knee, that time from Whitworth on the side.
30 seconds left, another close round.
Whitworth able to get out of it. Up kick from
Gotta watch
Meeks.
that up kick. We've seen many guys get knocked out with that.
Well, 10 seconds to go in this fight. Whitworth trying to get a shot in before the horn, and that was a tight fight. That one's tough to judge. Glad I'm not Jason Polly, Jeff Mullen, or Scotty Swanger. Unofficially, how did you see it?
It's a really, really tough third round to score. Meeks definitely landed some effective kicks. A couple of them went up, but Whitworth controlled more of the round. So I'm definitely interested to hear how this one gets scored.
Well, Whitworth is trying to get the W to even his record. He's 2-3 coming into the fight. Matt Meeks trying to go to 3-1. Great sportsmanship once again between the two, and that's what we really like to praise, is the sportsmanship between these fighters, the safety precautions that we take here on V3 Fights. Matt Meeks trying to fire up the crowd here at Minglewood Hall. Sure, he believes he won the fight, but I'm certain Trei Whitworth believes that as well. Still awaiting the scorecards.
Stand by after this fight for a special announcement.
That's a good tease right there, my friend. From a guy who's been in television 32 years, I can tell you that was a good tease. I'm looking forward to it. Next up, we got a V3 Fights Bantamweight division battle with Dylan Forrester and Jeff Denton. Whitworth draped with that red, white, and blue around his neck. And now the cards are in. Michael Kelly has it in his hand. Let's get the announcement. Who won this fight?
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for both of these warriors. What a fight. After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard for the decision. The judges scoring this one for your winner by split decision, Trei Whitworth.
Trei Whitworth gets a split decision win over Matt Meeks. He evens his record up at 3-3. It was tight, and those scorecards indicate that with a split decision victory. Now let's get a few words with our winner.
So Trei, you came out, this was a tough fight. Looks like you used a couple of rankings, took a counter, you took him down, and you controlled the fight. What was your plan coming into this?
He's going to take 5. Man, I try to hold this 5 and everything. So that plan is just to keep pressuring, bullying. His stand-up is really down the far. But we got the job done.
Well, you evened up your record. You're 3-3 now. When do you want to get back in the cage?
Well, I haven't fought May 13th and Thursday, but after that, whenever y'all come.
All right, there you go. Trei Whitworth.
Whitworth, the Muay Thai specialist. There we go, an exhausted Trei Whitworth.
Special announcement first. I've got a piece of paper here that Mr. Jesse Parker signed earlier tonight. We have a little bit of an announcement. What was this paper have to do with your future plans?
Alright, so I'm fighting April 29th for Pro 125 belt.
There we go. Next month, our professional flyweight title. Jesse Parker is going to fight Jeremiah Collum next month, April 29th, in the co-main event, headlined by a heavyweight championship fight. You see it here, former V3 Fights heavyweight champion Shea Taylor versus Josiah Marsh, an NAIA National Wrestling Champion. Tickets are going to be available soon. Do not miss this fight.
All right, there you go. That's the announcement that Jason Lederfine was talking about. Jesse James is going to be in action. That will be in Tunica, Mississippi on April 29th. Looking forward to that. Jesse Parker, I should say. One of our terrific fighters here on V3 Fights. Good to see him. Looking forward to seeing him once again inside the cage. Inside the cage.